Whoa. The space and time continuum came down. We were gonna move up. Being in boat number 1 and asking for a spaceship, you duck. Realist, the time. The one we want to give it to. This is what number 1 would be. If you were my crew. A nation society that had 395 rooms in a well-prepped space vehicle. It could even possibly be Colonel, as he sits at the top window, piloting like a pilot. He had to be quite F-22 Raptor. But they noticed he was without even practicing, so he wasn't an actor. A real machine, doing real things. Equipped for sport, but been taking combat aid. So what you see here, a perfect pristine ship. Kept in good condition, but BF good rich. It was timing. It was a bit honey shady. We were the good people, keeping it Canadian. The 395 room ship had some big rooms, and it was absolutely extremely cool. Well, some guests on the ship had been high performance trained to come here and bring us some sort of real game. It was said they made something that was substantial for the people, and that we could come together and be an equal. You spot some guys as popular. This is Jesus, a little bit of people and fans had to wonder. Was it the big game they were bringing up? Or was I just cool as fuck? Well, it was. The ship had been seen. Believing it. There were haunted ships with ghosts all over it. Scott said it was true. Betting against him is betting wrong. And it's all the reason you should. There's ghost ships. Scott knew there was ghost ships. And he knew there was ghost ships. And he knew that from here, we could probably get him on a ghost ship. Unclassy and equal. Scott wrong for the game. Bringing in the game. It was all over his name. The comfort spaceship. It was good, and it was all equal. The Scott's production was the timing, both good and unequal. Here in the desert, we came up to these special dealer men, and we had to bring them up aboard for safety. Well, for safety, we brought them to the spaceship. I'm Dr. Zia, rhyme a letter. You don't know I'm not no better. Scott could spit it all through the weather, bringing in his absolutely classy flow, trying to bring a man that he knows He's a better rapper. You'd have to be able to switch to all your styles. To be able to possibly switch to one style. Good day. This is the English man who had come across Scott. I was possessed and I was the English man with my TV we had brought. A real Jeremy Clarkson. A real Mr. Samuels of Shawnee Lake School. They say from wherever you were coming, he was the guy to meet, to know that you fool. Mr. Samuels, Jim Carrey. Oh, they had a good laugh about Scott. It was just about the things you had to do that you knew or not. Big timing, real grilling. Scott was amazing. Dr. Z and Mimi, said to be a bit too big. The types of boats you see here were based off of spherical building designs. A bit of the top. With the yachts you had to say yup, but no more was needed because we couldn't be yachts. But we said that Dr. Z had hit a level above top artist, so he was about like polished to 3 or 5 top yachts, not just one top yacht. And then he could get the show completely through. The boat was coming for you, with all of science aborted. It was built like a typical office, or the boardroom you could get together and call it. Science ships of the land. Dr. Z, the real man. He putted for the cougar and gave it to the cheddar. The whole world had blown up and Scott was in his small escape pod. He was in the little ship that could take a real beating after the world had gone. It was just a 695 room with a giant helipad that could remain there and make sure humankind was safe, man. Biggest. Through histories of scenes and men trying to be the goodest. Because that's what it was. We were real men carrying. And we could all understand that the fighting was hysteria for how big this city was. You wanted to show, you could show you're the good fighter main at the bar. And you can always show you're the good fighter, because then you have the right to win. You have to tell him he doesn't have the right to win. Go to the bar.